Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and today we're in Las Vegas, slightly off the Las Vegas Strip. We're gonna do something a little different today. As many of you know, the New York channel has quite a few subscribers from Europe, and more specifically, lots of subscribers from Great Britain. Why does the New York channel attract Brits? I really, quite frankly, have no idea. I do know that the Brits have a strange sense of humor, and I've been known to have a strange sense of humor myself, so maybe that's what attracts them. I don't know, but it does have an unusual amount, this channel, of British subscribers. On my last trip to Vegas, I asked you guys to help me out and find some unusual things to do while in Las Vegas, and I got some replies, and one of them was from Keith Gehring, a Brit subscriber, who said, why not check out a local soccer game? Or as the rest of the world calls it, football. So here I am in the middle of nowhere, Cashman Field, Las Vegas. Thank you, Keith Gehring, to watch the Las Vegas Lights, the name of the official soccer team of Las Vegas, not to be confused with Las Vegas Knights, which is a completely different game and a lot closer to the Las Vegas Strip. Anyway, the Las Vegas Lights tonight are playing the California Oakland Roots. And just look at this crowd they attracted, won't ya? Before I take my seat, and gosh, I hope no one's sitting in it, let's take a walk around Cashman Stadium and see what it looks like. This is Mitzi, the Rubber Ducky Showgirl, who shows up on all my Vegas videos. As most of you know, there are hidden mascots, or some of you call them Easter eggs, in my videos. Mitzi shows up in all the Vegas ones. Sometimes she's easy to spot, other times she's quite elusive, so keep your eyes open while watching the video. If you spot her, note the time in the comments below, and if you're the first one, you'll get a shout out on an upcoming video. So I paid a little extra to get a good seat, if only I had known. Everything came to about $25 with all the fees and stuff. And I wanted a seat as close to the 50-yard line, and I don't believe it's called the 50-yard line in soccer, because I'm pretty sure everything here is metric, but I guess center field, which is more baseball. I'm not sure what you call it. Keith, let us know. Now, full disclosure, I stayed here until halftime. The game was still scoreless at that point. I'll let you know at the end of the video who won this game. But I spent the day on the Strip doing a lot of walking, and I did want to go to Fremont Street, the Fremont Street Experience, after this game. And it being scoreless at halftime, I decided to leave at that point. But I do want to show you some clips of the game and some halftime festivities. I'm not sure who the dude in the blue shirt is, but I think he's radioing security just to let them know that there's someone in the stadium. Something else to think about also is I took an Uber here. The driver had no idea where Cashman Field was, so obviously he used some navigation system to get here. He had no idea how to get into the place, where to drop me off. Of course, I had no idea. So I just told him to drop me off at the next convenient location, I guess, and I had quite a bit of walking to do, which was fine with me. It was a beautiful night. But all through while sitting here during the game, I was wondering, where am I going to get an Uber to get back to Fremont Street? Because there's no official rideshare pickup or drop-off place here. And that was quite a challenge. One thing I can say about the Las Vegas Lights is they're probably the only soccer team in the USA that has official llamas. The llamas are called Dolly and Dottie. Sometimes you see them both together. Sometimes you see only one at a game. They join every home game match to meet and greet fans in the official pre-match tailgate, which is outside, of course. And then they come inside the stadium to welcome the players and pose in official pre-match team photos. If you're a lucky fan, you might get a photo with Dottie, or even both of them. On a night like tonight, they're pretty much a guaranteed thing.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I have to say, well done. And of course, Elvis is the official team mascot of the Las Vegas Lights, and he took this little ride in this scooter around the field, and a lot of blue smoke was coming out. I'm sure that's part of the show. But I have to say, the blue smoke created a fog that lasted until halftime, and the smell or the emissions from this motorbike really took my breath away for quite a while. And I'm not one to complain, but it was pretty strong smelling, and I wonder how the athletes felt about it. And let the game begin. I hope you're enjoying this video, and if you are, you're probably watching outside the USA, so please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. If you are watching from the USA, and most of you are, then please, whether you're enjoying the video or not, subscribe anyway and give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel out. And of course, this is a home game. The Las Vegas Lights are dressed in black, just so you know. So it's kind of funny that the stadium was mostly empty, but I had two guys who had seats right next to me. They were brothers, young brothers, and they were chosen to participate in a game during halftime. Imagine that. So many people to pick from, and they got picked. Well, we'll show you what happens during halftime shortly in this video. Let me tell you something. It's not that hard to make friends when you're in a stadium that seats thousands and a couple dozen people show up. And some of them are sitting right next to you. These guys were pretty cool. Hey! Down in front! I'm trying to do a video here! I'm Jeff from New York! I can't do a video if everyone's standing up in front of me! Don't forget to check out my book, 50 Attractions and Many Tips When Visiting Las Vegas. It's down at the bottom in the description of this video that you're watching. It's only $4.99, instantly downloaded to your computer, tons of pictures and fantastic tips if you plan on visiting Sin City. So now it's halftime, and the two brothers that were sitting next to me, they must have been, I guess, in their 20s. One was average size for someone in their 20s, and the other one was like 6'7", 6'8", very tall. And the game that they have to play during halftime is throwing newspapers into a bag on a tricycle. Now, it doesn't sound like a hard thing to do, and obviously the brother who's 6'6" or 6'7" obviously has a disadvantage if he has to ride a tricycle. The first brother does pretty well, and needless to say, the 6'6", 6'7" brother, well, he did pretty miserably. I think 2 of the newspapers actually landed inside the stadium.
He's moving in the line. Shot number 1. Okay, here's one. One more shot. Make some noise for me, y'all. He needs your energy. He needs your energy. All right, Miguel, see what you got. Some moving led target. 20 teammates. He's 8 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Come back. Make some noise for me. Adrian. Adrian takes the crowd. DJ Ocho, drop the beat. Let's see what Adrian got. Go ahead. Go ahead, let's hear it. Okay, hey, I know that one. All right. Fortnite. Oh, you had to think about it. You had to think, point it out.
So, a couple things before I close out this video. One, again, I did leave at halftime. There was some halftime fanfare that I did enjoy. And to let you know who won this game, well, unfortunately, the Las Vegas Lights did lose to the Oakland Roots. It was a 0-1 game. That being said, as usual, I'm on a tight schedule, and I wanted to get to Fremont Street to do some more videos, so I did leave at halftime. Hooking up with a Uber driver here was a nightmare because they didn't know where to pick me up. All we kept texting back and forth was, I'm at the top of the hill. I kept texting that I'm at the bottom of the hill. Then I'd go to the top of the hill. I didn't know if we were on the same hill. It was just a nightmare. So keep that in mind if you're getting a ride share here to the stadium. All that being said, thank you so much, Keith Gehrig. I know I've been sarcastic during a lot of this video, but I really did have a good time during my 2 hours here. I did have to leave at halftime, and I want to suggest that anyone in the United States to check out their local soccer team. Obviously, you're not going to fly to Las Vegas and come to a soccer game here, a local soccer game, but check out your local games. It's a fun game, and I really do appreciate Keith Gehrig suggesting it. And I suggest anyone who has a idea on a future video to leave it here in the comments below. Keith, if you're watching, next time I'm in Britain, I will definitely look you up. We'll go to a soccer game, but more importantly, we'll go to a pub afterwards. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, ask some questions, and most importantly, subscribe by clicking on the button on the left. You can visit all of my New York videos by clicking on the top right, or check out my videos on other favorite places to visit by clicking on the bottom right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around the city.